Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with the Plan. In this video, we're going to be setting up our new Franken planner. We have September and October in here, and we are going to get the monthly going. This is an older 2020-2021 planner. Not really sure what I'm going to do with the perpetual calendar, but I love how cute they are already. They're already decorated. I don't have to do anything. But the pages that I am going to pull out are this page here, which is like the previous currently. These will have to be covered up anyway, so it doesn't matter that it's not the correct one. Then we're coming in here and we're going to grab out the monthly. I think that'll probably be enough for this video, and then we'll come back and do the first weekly as well. So I have a little sticky note here just kind of telling me what I want to do for the monthly. This page is actually incredibly decorated. Like, I don't really think there's going to be a lot that I have to do, but I do want to add some boxes just to cover this up. And just look how funny and cute this page is. This is an old Happy Planner called Southern Preppy. And I think we'll just grab maybe yellow, and then what else do we really have? Really just yellow and teal, right? These are Mojo Jojo Plan's big boxes, and I did see that she is not going to be restocking these. So if you want them, you may want to go and grab them, you know, right away. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I was thinking, I think we're going to have to cover the whole thing. So to do that, let's get these bigger boxes. I don't know if they're going to be quite the right size. All right, we'll check these. It might be just perfect. So Mojo Jojo Plan's boxes are a little see-through, but really any box except wrong boxes that I've used. I haven't used everybody's boxes, but that I've used. Happy Planner and definitely Mojo Jojo Plan's boxes are see-through, but they're still incredibly useful, so they are worth getting. Okay, it still looks maybe a little crooked. For the green, it's kind of like this teal green, which we don't have. So we're thinking like the dark green or this, you know, maybe this green. The, I call it kindergarten or primary color green, even though it's not a primary color. Eyeballing the straightness. And yeah, I think bright yellow. So I grabbed this one because it is on the back of the perpetual calendar. I know the days will be off on the perpetual calendar, but someone had to go a little higher to cover July. Let me see. I just feel like they're gonna rip. We're just gonna leave it. It's cute enough. I do think we could just put maybe a couple little icons, but let me show you the book we're gonna use for our monthly. It is called Happy Quotes. And there are really fun colors in here. I don't know if there are Deco stickers that we could just stick up here. We almost need them to be paper though. A lot of fun stickers, right? Maybe we just do something like get busy, checklist, and what? None of the other colors match. The orange is iffy anyway, but I think we're just gonna go back to the orange though. This is actually a brighter orange. You can. Okay, Okay, so that just gave like a little more up there, but maybe a little too much, I don't know. But I do love that I don't have to decorate these. I think we white out this, no, maybe we put something there though. To white out across the pattern would be a shame, right? But maybe we can find a paper sticker. Oh, like one of these little quotes. Okay. Oh, I ripped it. Did I really? Yes, I did. It's actually kind of stuck. So we'll peel it off in a second, but you are capable of amazing things. It's a little long, but I think let's just cut this off. Well, that wasn't great, but I just kind of fill it in a little. This actually does have dot grid over here, which is really fun. Blank, but with that really pretty pattern, and then lined down here. And what I'm going to put in here is like cleaning goals and master lists of cleaning. So that's what will be on here. And that is done. So now we can get into the monthly. For the monthly, I did add this divider, which I think is super pretty, even if it doesn't really match the theme of the planner. And then I did start working on this where I'm saying I'm going to white out right there. This is a friction pen, thankfully, that I wrote in. But I just didn't want to forget the idea of how to make this into a 5. So we're going to white out. Oops, that was really low. Okay, good. And I think one of my highlighters might kind of be a similar color. I think this one is a little too bright. Let me check this one. This isn't quite pink enough, but let's check. I think it could be okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's not great, but it says 2025. And then we need to do a sticker over here for Mojo Jojo Plans, and I want to do her pastel because I think I have that color in there. And hopefully we have it in September and kind of big. I'm thinking this color. I actually think that one will work. Oh, this might be fun. Oops. I like the fun font, so I'm ripping stickers today. There we go. I mean, that is so close, right? It has like that little spot there. And because it's under the white, I think we can add a little white out. Looks pretty good. So September 2025. All right, so for this, I'm planning to put events, birthdays, and holidays. And we're gonna go ahead and get everything whited out so that we can start putting the new dates on. For the dates on the monthly, I really like this Happy Planner book. They do still sell this just with a different front. And I like these little numbers back here. Okay, now that that's done, let's talk about why I chose June, and it's because Sunday is going to be the 31st of August, and I wanted to do a Sunday start. So now I can keep these really cute numbers in the bright orange and just change the day down here when we get to that part of decorating. All right, so I think we are ready to decorate. I'm going to take this paper clip off for now, and let's get into it. What I wanted to do on the top here is kind of make it look like layered washi, so I'm going to probably put some washi up here somewhere and then have it look like layered washi instead of just the one color. It's actually pretty bland how it is, but that's okay. So Happy Quotes book. I thought it'd be fun to do some of these cacti sets and some plants here. Just kind of spruce it up. I try not to think too long about placement. Of course, you know, sometimes I do, but I really just want to get them on the page. I love there's so many different colors and varieties. Little plant friends down there. Put this one up here. Still have this guy. And this one. Maybe we switch these two. That way those two are not on the same page. It doesn't really matter. Okay, so this is my main planner, and this will be where I put like all the birth dates and holidays. So in the front of my planner, I have this pocket folder, and we do have Labor Day, very colorful here with the wrong stickers. And then let's see, we must have it somewhere in gold. And then we also have Patriots Day to lay down. So I guess we'll just go with this one. So Labor Day is here on the 1st. I think we're just gonna put it kind of in the corner. And then Patriot Day. In the top corner. You are probably gonna hear my husband's computer. Okay, and those can go back. I know there's like fall. Is there a fall sticker? Summer 11. Oh, we have fall. So let me see what the first day of fall is. We'll do this one here that just says fall, and that is going to be on the 22nd. Okay. So let's just get a few more stickers on here. I'm thinking maybe we finish up the plants because there aren't a lot left, and I don't want to just leave like a random number. So let's just get some on here. You know, the only thing is we'll make these two friends, or maybe we'll put a buddy over here. Yeah. They're the clear stickers, so on the shaded boxes they're not going to show up as well. I think we need some teal over here though. And we just line them up like little plant buddies. Let's scoot it over. Yeah, that's cute. I don't know, that might be a little too matchy-matchy. Because it's like the exact same pattern and everything, but that's okay. The pot is different. Alright, so that's fun. And this says, let's root for each other and watch each other grow. Now, if I ever run out of room, like say for the 10th, if I had something that I needed to do, I would come in with a sticky and put it on there. I think I'm gonna put this one down here. Okay, let's do Sunday Fun Day over here. So that plant's not just like floating. And then I love this Friday for over here. Get your happy on. Happy days, good vibes. So, let's see. All right, super fun so far, right? With those colors. So let's just go through and see if there's anything else, and then we will add that washi. What I love about a sticker book like this is I can use it for multiple layouts, and every layout is going to be a little different. So I think I can even use this for the weekly coming up. So let's check out our washi. Something fun. Okay, let's see how these stripes look. So my idea is to have it kind of like up here and layered. Actually, I think it's really fun. I don't love it, like not my best choice ever, but I think it's really fun. Cute, cute. I love me some color. And for September, we're just gonna have to cut around it. I just need to be careful because it's a paper sticker. And the reason you need to be careful with paper stickers is they can rip. The top of the actual color on the paper can rip off if you're not careful. Okay, good. And then do I want one more layer? Because I know I'm getting carried away with layered washi lately, but I mean, look down here. I could probably use one more layer of something. There's a little room up there, so let's not make it too thick. Maybe we just partner it with this Today Is Your Day. I think it kind of looks like the color theme that's going on here, which is bright. So September, I know a lot of people are really tempted. I'm super tempted to just go straight fall. But this isn't exactly summery, but it is colorful. Since fall doesn't start until the 22nd, I just thought like one more really bright spread, and then we can start going into the fall colors. I forgot up here. Okay, loads of fun. That is a really fun monthly, so that is what we're gonna plan on, and we will soon, like I said, get to fall. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we have one birthday in September. We actually have two, but let's see. Let's see what we have. I like these. Let's do this blue one. Yep, I think that's fun. And then maybe some balloons. I know this is not going to look great because of the whiteout, but it's okay. Maybe we just put like a strip of washi where that is as an accent. Let's try that. And that is one of my son's birthdays. So we just need something fun and dark, or a little thicker though. Okay, I think that could be okay. All right, this colorful monthly is done. So we do have two holidays. We don't do a ton for either of these holidays, actually. Pretty much nothing, but my husband and I were both in the military for the original 9/11, so I like to mark it. And then my son's birthday. And then we'll just say first day of fall. I like it. Let's get it back into the planner. This planner this month is so fun with the apples. It is so fun. And I don't know if you noticed my really pretty apple folder. How cute is that? So then my wellness is also apple themed. But other than that, we're pretty much, you know, no more apples other than those. So for this sheet, we just put the boxes to cover the months on top. I am going to add important dates and such here. Some goals. Who knows what we'll do up here. And then I'll put, I do think I'm going to do a cleaning master list, which is just my daily schedule of cleaning. And then let's get these back in. If you haven't seen my videos before, I switched to this planner. It's an outdated planner, very colorful, old, happy planner. I love when they have these kind of colors. They don't do it like this anymore, but just look how beautiful this is. And it does have the same repeating pattern that is over here, down at the bottom. Super fun and colorful. So here we have the monthly, which turned out super cute. I love the cacti. Let's get our little paper clip back on. and the different plants. Yeah, that came together very quickly. I'm super happy with how it looks. So we are ready to add anything else in here that we need, and we are ready to open up and do the first weekly. But I think I might go through, because we are a week ahead, and just go through all the monthlies first of all the planners. I have 5 planners in here. 2, 3, 4. I have 5 planners Franken-planned in here for September and also for October. So we'll come back and get the next monthly done. But this is how the first one turned out. Really, really fun. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with the Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me today on Tamper with the Plan. In this video, we are looking at our budget planner. So I went back to Big Happy Planner. If you haven't seen my recent videos, my first planner is an hourly planner, which I just love as a time blocking planner. For my budget planner, I was going to just continue using an hourly planner, the same one, and just chose a different color, which this is a really fun color. I thought it would be perfect, but I was thinking, why use 2 of the same pattern? If I don't have to, I can try a different pattern and really shake it up. That way it's very obvious which planner is my budget planner. So I know it could still be obvious with the colors, but so we're gonna take this entire month out. And I did go ahead and, you know, cut. This is actually a cute divider, but I was gonna use it for September. So now I'm kind of like annoyed that I did that. I don't know, maybe we can tape it back together. But I was gonna use this divider for September, but we'll put that aside for now. What we're gonna use instead is this guy. And I'm gonna jump to September so I don't have to worry about anything with the tabs. I like the divider fine. I am gonna take this currently page, and it's like really colorful and fun. You have a top 3 here, notes, my mantra, and then holidays. This can totally be customized for budget needs. This is what the monthly looks like. It will have to be redated, but look how fun and colorful the top is. And here's what the weekly looks like. This is a vertical lined layout, but it has this really pretty scalloped boxes on top, the shaded boxes, quotes, and confetti all around. So this is a super fun planner. This one is from, what is it from? 2019. So I will, when I'm done with the September pre-planning page, is what I'm going to use it as. I will pop it back in here so that when I come back for August some other time, it will be in here with it. Because I did like just kind of piece apart some planners, and I was pretty annoyed with myself. I think we'll go ahead and put October in as well. So look how fun October is. And this is actually what I'm noticing. It's kind of like an ombre purple going to darker pink going to purple again. Do you guys see that? How fun is that? Okay, so we're gonna grab all of October as well. Okay. These colors are just really fun in this planner. Like, look at this. This is gonna be fun. I am actually really liking the idea of going back to Happy Planner. And did I mention, you might hear my son's working out in the background. My son, single. 1 rowing machine, 1 son can use it at a time. So let's get these popped in. It gets a little loud, but sometimes there's so many interruptions, it's just like, just keep filming or you won't get it done. Okay, so that is super fun for September. And then let's come back and grab the October one. Hopefully we didn't adjust the divider, but I'm sure we did. Yeah, we did the same thing with the divider. But that's okay, so I want to show you what I did. Because I used double-sided sticky tape and not, you can pull this off. And then this can go back in for some other time into my divider pack, which if you haven't seen that video, I just have a selection of dividers all popped in. I put all October together, all September together, etc. And then what I did with double-sided sticky tape for the September one is I just kind of rolled my thumb on it. It started to roll up, and then it comes off just in a roll of tape. So that worked really well for September. It's what we're gonna do now too. And then, I don't know, I'll have to put this back into the planner And we can show that at the end real quickly. But I'm gonna have to put a tab here now. I can try to tape on the tab back. I'm gonna have to dig through my trash, but it's craft trap. It's crafting trash. It's only planner trash, so it's not a big deal. Okay, so we have, that's the main planner. And then we're gonna do this fun peek for budget, but now we're gonna take that out. So this is the hourly going out. And here is the vertical lines going in for October. And paper clip together. So you can glue run these pages together and then you don't have to worry about the paper clips, but I want the inside pages, so that's why I'm not doing that. All right, now this is a sneak peek at my wellness planner, but let's get back to what we just popped in, which is the budget planner. Maybe this channel will start some income soon. Okay, so that's how it looks. Super cute. And the thing is, this is really, really cute. So if I don't have an equivalent, I may not even change that. I might be able to white out a little and make it look like a 5. We're gonna figure that out right now. So for my last planner, I did have to cover up these boxes because they had the months there. But for this page, nothing needs to be covered up except these holidays. Labor Day is actually only, I can leave it on here. I don't need it on here, but Labor Day is the 1st. And obviously Patriot Day is always, I can't even speak, September 11th. Okay. So now let's pop out this monthly and get it decorated. Now this planner in 2019, I don't know why I have to pull over here from over here. It just doesn't work well if I do it the other way. Okay, so this planner from 2019 had all of these really fun days. So obviously Labor Day, National Swap Ideas Day. This is National Coffee Day. Ooh, I love that one. It's in really light print because it's pastel. Be Late for Something Day. That's a good way to get fired. And Patriot Day. So every month has just like all these interesting, you know, days that are, they're not national holidays, but they're, you know, whatever day. Have a donut day. All right, so daily spend and budget. I'm gonna stick this up here because I pretty much know what I'm gonna do with this. And I'll show you right now. I am using a Laurel Denise planner. I got these on clearance halfway through the year. I really do love them. I did Franken plan these two together. It's a horizontal and a vertical together. But this is what I'm doing right now. I'm using the monthly for everything I spend daily, and that's groceries. I got really grocery heavy at the front because there were things we were missing and I kept forgetting, which I hate when I do that. But so really grocery heavy on the front of the month, and now we're down here. Where are we? We are the 19th. So then I wrote the date. I only get groceries at Walmart. The amount that I spent, my total budget started at $6.50, and then I'm just subtracting every time through. So that's how it looks. So point is, on this monthly, I am also going to just be putting the price. I like doing that because if I don't have time to write the full thing out and subtract real quickly, I can at least come here and write down what I spent and then come back and look at it. For this video, I thought it'd be fun to use this bookish. I do think I have budget stickers somewhere, but I don't know where right now. So I thought these could be kind of fun. These are like super fun quotes and super fun decorative boxes. Now the colors were really light pastel on the top, but I do think we can bring in, like, look at these. These match pretty well. These are habit trackers. How fun is that? Well, I think we just get started. I just want to kind of pick a color scheme. So of these gals, I kind of like the green hair, even though there's no green on here. Okay, so you can see a lot of fun things in here. Now these side columns are so pretty already. I mean, like maybe I could put something here, but I definitely don't need anything here. Look, it alternates blue, purple, blue, purple. Yeah, but this side is really plain. So I'm glad these stickers are colorful. Fun, fun. Okay. So I'm going to start with these washi strips, and they're just like book stacks. And I think I started over here on the bottom. And maybe put love, read, and laugh. We might have to cut off the last word, which is love again. So that's perfect. I think we can feed love onto the other side and start again. Whoops. Laugh, read, love, laugh, read. Okay, and then we'll do this smaller one of the book stack. Down here. I mean, might need to grab the tiny one still too. So we want it all the way to the end. So just cut the last bit off. Okay. I'm just gonna underline notes right now with this, like it's a little washi strip. Well, I mean, it is a washi strip. Before I get too distracted, I want to do the whiteout because I don't want to forget that everything kind of has to be moved. But look, Labor Day, obviously, because it's the first Monday of September, is still on the right day, so that's nice. Okay, and then we're gonna get my sticker book that I like to use for the dates. Okay, so for these stickers, I usually like to just get all the stickers on my hands. Okay, I don't like to, but it's just one of the ways to do it. But what I think I'm gonna do this time is cut just the bottom set off. And maybe use it from here. Let's see how it works. You know, I got a couple at the bottom, but the numbers are not, you know, ripped. So it doesn't really matter if the invisible part is missing. So we're just gonna get the dates on now. Okay, that's done. And then just to let you know, you might hear it in the background a little, my husband's television. That's pretty much always or often. So if you hear something, that is what it is. All right, so this is gonna be really fun. Let's get a giant stack of books here. So I have all this area really to decorate. I don't know that I will do all of it, but it's possible. Maybe we get a pet lying down by the books. Okay, that's a good fun scene. Let's get some color up here. This says, what does it say? With love. says you're awesome. And I think we could do a stack of letters. Probably do a sticker. That is a big one. Look how cute that is. Down here in the corner. Maybe we'll do it on this side though, actually. Okay, so I have mentioned this in previous videos, but if you haven't seen them, if I need to write something on the 30th and I don't have space, I can always put a sticky on here. I also could just technically cut out some of this clear space and write on there, or write small underneath. So if I decorate, over decorate, which I sometimes tend to do, that's what I will be doing. Okay, we want to plant some plants over here. Let's do that over by notes. Some nice greenery. You can still see the 14th, that's kind of fun. All right, so let's get my gal on here. Where's she gonna go? I might put her up here actually instead of that letter. Yeah, I think she's gonna look fun there. So let's take this one off. So I used Laurel Denise planners in July and August. Really love them. Like, oh my goodness, she's so creative. That design is amazing. And I got them on the clearance from, you know, half the year past. I don't know if we need this one now, so let's wait on it. Point. I had to clip out the pages every week, which I was fine with. But this week when I went to just grab out the page, it was pretty nice to have it so easy. But still, someday when I am done with all my happy planners, which actually is probably going to be like 5 years or more, I will redate the Laurel Denise planners and get back to them because I do love them. I know you gals prefer Happy Planner too, which I do understand. So that is why we are back using Happy Planner for all of us, for these beautiful pages, and because I know you gals prefer them. Oh, make life cozy. Maybe we take this off too and put this there. Yeah, I think so. Look how fun. I don't actually think I've ever used this book. It's one of those books, you know, do you guys have these books where you save? You're trying to save because, well, I think we'll put this on the 10th. Save some sticker books because they're so cute and you don't want to use them up, and then it's just kind of ridiculous because then you just keep getting more sticker books. Most of my sticker books, that's a little crooked. Most of my sticker books are from 2020. 2019, 2020, maybe 2022 would be the latest for most of them. Whoops. So I think that's long enough to keep them, you know, and save them. And now it's time to use them. I don't know, it still might be a tiny bit crooked. Okay, let's put this back. Where? See, I put it back here. Okay. I like this dreamer, and I think it'd be cute down by this dog. Have some good dreams, pups. I think that's fine. It kind of looks, yeah, it's fine. We have the quote here, so let's put something else here. And then should we give her a friend? Yeah, I kind of think we should give her a friend, but I don't want to go too bright. So let's do this like mellow pink gal. And I think she's going to be here. Why not? 19th? Anything going on? I don't really think so. I honestly think this 20 can maybe show through on top. So let's try it. Or just scoot it over a little. Yeah. Alright, that's cute. It's kind of like angled. This is still crooked. Ay, ay, ay. Come on. I mean, there's even a line. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, I think we got it. Maybe something up here, and then we'll do some washi, or we'll see what else we have actually. I think we could just do like one of these little bookshelves. So we definitely want books everywhere. Maybe she's looking at some books to read. And we do need, actually we have Labor Day already on there from the planner. And it's purple or lavender, so I think we're gonna leave it. All right, I kind of like it. So I do think I'll do some layered washi, although I only have room right here. And then we'll see, what else do we have in here? And just maybe a couple things like this, like look, book cover. That's cute over there. Or you know what, we'll do it on this side. Book cover. So I do think it's fun when we can pick stickers that kind of match the theme of the planner, like if I did budget stickers, but I doubt the budget stickers are quite as fun as these. What do you guys think? I'm guessing they're not quite as fun. See, we got in my layered washi, I like that. And I like function, obviously, but I also want decoration. So I just wanted something under them that I thought would be fun. So I think we're gonna do the best there, and then maybe we do, you got this, or you know, we have two love this, so let's do a love this here. You know, that's kind of under that, under them, so they're not floating. They do have the line of the box, but I made that harder than it needed to be. Okay, and then maybe something under here, but let's do one of these instead. Oh, these maybe are supposed to be checklists. You know how they're up and down? Well, I guess washi would be up and down too. I don't really know what these are, but they're cute. Okay, the best, love this. And maybe just one little shop would be fun. Like one of these. Oh, we should definitely have a kitty though. We could probably get away with the orange. Cute, cute, cute. All right, so one shop I'm thinking. What color? I think the green. We're trying to incorporate her hair, you know? I think the green can be cute. I might do another one of these, and then I might do a smaller shop over here. It's kind of plain in here, so why don't we do pink or orange? I think we'll do this little pink guy. Where? right here. I think we need something with it. Okay. Yeah, this is filled in. I like it. I like how it's looking. It's not perfect, but I have 2 more of these just to put under the shops for some color. And I think I'm gonna move this little shop up again. I'm gonna move it again. But first, I want to put one of these little squigglies that don't have anything written in them, because I think it'll be really fun to be able to write on it. And I think we kind of need pink over here, but I'm going to do this like coral pink that's right there on the chair. And where did I have it here, I think? Get that on. And then we'll put the house or the shop on top of that. And that gives us a spot to write, you know, if we need to. Okay, well, I actually think that's really fun. So, don't need washi on top for once because I have this beautiful detail. Fun washi on the bottom. And it might seem a little plain, you know, because you have like gaps and stuff. But I will be writing in there. I could possibly add boxes later, but I actually just think it's really fun and cute. Yeah, I am ready. Oh, obviously, so for 2025, I will look and see if there's a giant one. Otherwise, what I'm gonna do, see, these aren't quite big enough. She has birthday stickers in here. And I'm going to put one, even though this is the budget planner, I think it's appropriate to put one for my son. So let's get a birthday here for him. Okay, and then 2025, focus. Okay, so we'll just put this small one, because the big one wouldn't have covered that, and I think it's a cute design, right next to this September. And what that's going to do is it's going to remind me that this is a 2019 planner, but I'm using it in 2025. I don't think I'm going to get confused and think it's 2019. So I think it'll be fine. Okay. So this is ready. Oops, sorry. This is ready to go back into the planner. And oh, I love it. I think it's super fun. So I'm using Mojo Jojo plans. I put in the first day of fall, my son's birthday, but I need to do Patriot Day, and she actually doesn't have it on here, which is kind of, I think, a little odd, because there's like Mardi Gras on here, which is like a small portion of the country, and then Dia de los Muertos, even Rosh Hashanah, which I do celebrate, but no Patriot Day, Cinco de Mayo. So I thought that was strange. Earth Day, like, I thought that was strange that not Patriot Day. But, you know, I'm a veteran and my husband's a veteran. We were both in the military on September 11th. So I guess it, you know, just means more to some people than other people. Maybe she forgot. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to change St. Patrick's Day, even though it's really hard to see in that light color, to Patriots Day. So, oops. And I keep saying that. So I'm going to just cut off the K here, because then we have Patrick with a C. I can make that C into an O. And then I'm going to grab this T from the saint. Okay. And I think it can be okay salvaged. So, but I mean, I was just a little disappointed not to see it there. And I know, nobody can give you everything. I think if you have military in your family, it's a pretty obvious holiday, especially if they were in during. Okay, so Patriot. So I just need this T. Now, this is actually hard to see in this. I wonder if I can trace it all in this pink. not that I need pink there. So that was St. Patrick's Day, now Patriot Day. And I think if I'm careful, I can just trace this, so. Okay, it doesn't look great, but at least it's on there now. And so now that's done with birthday, first day of fall, and Patriot Day. So, if you haven't watched my videos before, what I had done is I was going to, you know, basically declutter a bunch of my happy planners that I hadn't used in so long, because by the declutter rule, this is 2019, that's 6 years that I haven't used it. Like, it would be gone, right? But I just couldn't do it. I put them in a box a couple of times. I just grabbed them back out, put them in, grab them out. It's kind of ridiculous, honestly. But now I'm just gonna use them again. So the newer Laurel Denise planners that I grabbed can always be redated, just like I'm redating these once I run out. So as I said earlier, I probably have at least 5 years if I'm using 5 planners left of these happy planner, really cute colorful ones, and they just don't make them like this anymore, so it was really hard to just let go. So we will set up, we will do that in another video. So the next, because what I'm thinking, let me finish my thought so you guys can understand what I'm thinking. I think this video is actually long enough. I'm now going to decorate this, but not as a weekly. So, but I could do the actual grocery pages with different stickers, the actual eBay pages with different stickers. Oops, I messed those up. This is grocery. Yeah. The eBay pages with different stickers. Oh. I guess we're gonna do eBay too. Yeah. We might need those for grocery, yeah. Anyway, and then, so this will be whited out, probably with some washi, probably a box here. But I don't need that for the budget. Up here, I decided now it's gonna be breakfast and dinner. So there's plenty of room, breakfast and dinner. I was gonna put that in my main and take away a couple of the hour time slots, but then I was like, why do that when I have this budget planner, which affects my groceries, like basically my main budget of what I do. So I was gonna white these out and put breakfast and dinner down here. Why do that when I have this whole box up here that I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do with? And so I'll put breakfast, dinner for each day, and then I do need days, huh? What do we have? So I might read day and date just for this top part. I think that'd be fine. And then the bottom here, I'm just gonna put a date as I use it. So it'll be just like extra note pages. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna do that. But that will be in another video. So instead of whiting this out and putting washi, I will make this Sunday, I guess the 31st, you know, Monday the 1st, you know, etc. on down, which is kind of a shame because these numbers are cute. Cute and fun, but you know, it's okay. Mojo Jojo has a lot of cute numbers too. So reday, redate, put meals up here, and then just have line items like this, you know, down in this part. Actually, just like the example here. And then I'll show you what I was doing for my meal planning. I had a whole little mini Laurel Denise planner. Super cute and fun, you know, to have this, but a whole planner isn't needed for that. I was just trying to use up my planners, you know, when you have some and you want to use them. So now I'm going to combine budget with meals. Yeah, I like that idea. All right, but this super cute is ready to go, and all I'm going to do is if I spend on the first, I'll write the amount I spent, write the amount I spent, write the amount I spent, and then go put it in my line items, hopefully right away, but if not, soon. Maybe, and then maybe someday, well, I'm hoping if I get the eBay going, I can do a minus whatever I spent on groceries, let's say $40, and a plus whatever I made on eBay. Will that happen? I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see in the future. But I love how this turned out. So fun, and it is fun to be back in my happy planner. All right, guys, that is it for this video. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we are decorating the monthly for my work planner, which is a Happy Planner dashboard layout. Now I wanted to show you, we've also been decorating this like currently page that we usually call the currently page. This one is actually already decorated. It's very beautiful. So I don't need to change anything except maybe some of the dates down here. I have monthly goals here, and then I'm going to put my stats for work, which are my YouTube basically subscribers and viewership stats there. And then on the actual monthly, I am going to put my upload schedule. Not when I upload them personally on the computer, but when they're going to go live. And that's what this monthly's for, and that's what we're going to decorate. So we did decorate this page, actually barely. Let's just go back because I chose very decorative planners for September. It's what I actually have mostly left at Happy Planner. So we just had to cover these boxes real quickly. So that's not even decorating, but I did add my dates in here. And this is for my main planner. For my budget planner, it was already still really cute and decorated. And this is my, I'll just show you real quickly the main planner monthly overview. I think it turned out super cute. I love the color here because it helps with stickering in that it doesn't look so plain in the corner if something's not right in the corner. And then this is my monthly overview for my budget planner, which is such fun. This is bookish Happy Planner stickers. And now we're gonna do my work planner, which is an old Happy Planner dashboard layout. So it'll look like this. We're not doing the weekly right now. We are only doing this monthly overview. So let's get these pages out. So for my work planner, what I'm using July and August. For July and August both, I went with the Laurel Denise spiral. It's my first spiral and I actually really did like it. But I'm switching back to Happy Planner because I have so many of them. They're really beautiful and I know that you gals want to see more Happy Planner content. So I'm totally fine with that because I do love Happy Planner, especially the ones that I have as well. But this is what the work planner looked like. I had the columns for the 3 YouTube channels, and I could see a list straight down of everything that I did that week. I really did like this. The monthly is right here, and that's where I did what I was uploading. And then I have some like goal pages and stuff over here. So that's what I'm using right now for the rest of the month. And this is where I will put what video I'm uploading, and I might choose a highlighter for each channel so that it's easy to see what video goes for what channel without like really reading what the title is or what the subject is. You can see this is super decorated already, which is really fun. So I didn't necessarily want to do plain florals. I'm gonna white these out while I chat. Or no, I'll just white these out real quickly. Okay, so now that that is all whited out, I think we will just do the date, and I'm going to do what I did last time. I really like this Happy Planner memory keeping dates and holidays. This book is still available, just not in this cover, this front cover. It's in one of their newer covers. So it just Happy Planner dates and holidays. I think this is number 2. Maybe it's number 1. They weren't as organized about naming their books before, so I'm just going to cut these days out. And now I have the patch and I can just put them on. Okay, so now we know Autumn Begins is not going to be on the 23rd. It's going to be on the 22nd. And I'm guessing these dates are going to be wrong too, so I'm just going to white them out. All right, That looks good. I love these numbers because they're so dark and clear. They're very easy to read compared to some of the other numbers that you can date with, which I will eventually have to use, but for now, I won't. Okay, so instead of trying to do like competing floral colors, I thought these would be pretty. It's black and white and sketched, and then the rose gold. So this is a page that I'm going to use. And I just wanted to pair it maybe with boxes and some quotes. So I think we're just going to get started. Plant dreams, pull weeds, and plan a happy life. And that's so pretty. I think I want that on. Let's do, these are Mojo Jojo Plans Jewel Tone. Sometimes instead of just grabbing the main colors, I like to grab this mixed one. Okay, so I like classic boxes for the monthlies because they don't cover the dates, but then this part will. But that's okay. So we kind of put it high. Let's place this one first. I think it's just a scotch crooked, but I don't think it's that bad. So I'm gonna leave it. Okay, cute. All right, now on a green box. Maybe this green, or maybe, I think we're gonna do this green. And I guess we can do, let's do like this one. That'll work. This one just says grow, really pretty. Let's put it like here. And so if I am uploading a video on this day, I'm kind of annoyed that I did that, but I can write it in here instead and like draw an arrow. But it's pretty. It's very pretty. Okay. So we have a purple box to match the purple flower, a green box to match the green flower. I think we're just going to do different shades of it then, right? I mean, I think that's going to be pretty. And then this section right here is pretty plain, but I like the dot lines, so I don't think I'm going to mess with that too much. Yeah, I think we could do a couple of the lighter colors, so let's just do it. Oh, I should probably do the purple over here. Okay, hold on. Let me think about this. Okay, and then this one I think we'll do a square over here, since we have a square here. I always get to overthinking it, and that's okay. It does happen. Walk back, let me find a spot, like a bigger open spot to put this. We can just line it back up. Okay. And then we have this one that says happiness blooms from within. Again, really beautiful sticker. I know it's kind of hard to see with the light. And I think, let's put that one down here. So this kind of acts like a sticker kit in a way where it doesn't have exact spots of where to put it, but this set goes all together. But you could probably make 2 spreads out of it. Because this is a big planner, I'm just gonna do the 1 spread out of it. This one says it's not about having time, it's about making time. And I think I'm just gonna put it halfway between. And maybe we'll do like an accent around it. And this one, so this is now like a diagonal, which I don't love to do, but I just did it. And I think we're gonna do it here too. I think we're gonna make it okay, so, you know. Let's just see what else we can add to it. Okay, the best day, really cute. Let's put that here. Adventure awaits, I like that. I'll put that over here. And the last one, working for the weekend. Always, but all right. Now let's find some color and just a couple things that'll make this look, you know, nice. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pull in this greenish blue and this dark blue. So let's just get a couple of each. And these are just cute little phrases. They're like typed, so it kind of matches the font, except this one's a little wild. So we have 4 of those. Let's get 4 of the dark blue, and we'll just kind of put them throughout. This is a start. So 2 of each color on each page. We will say, keep life simple. Whoops, whoops, whoops. The good stuff down here. You are here. Make it happen. I like that. I'm gonna make it happen down here. This is working for the weekend again. So I don't know. I actually want it over here though. Oh, working for the. I get it, working to get to the weekend. Not working on the weekend. Yeah. That went over my head for a minute. One more teal over here, making memories. Maybe not. Maybe, I think this one's gonna have to be moved. Maybe these two switched. Okay, so now make yourself proud. Share a smile today. This still says the best day. I'm just gonna put it over here for notes, even though it has nothing to do with that. Puts like a little rose gold over there. And now let's work these out. I don't like that the teals are together. So maybe we do. Working for the weekend there. Come on, stay on. Okay, it's okay. So it's definitely boxy because there's no deco stickers, and I don't think there are any that would really work. Okay, hustle there. Brave, brilliant, and bold there. And let's just get some washi on. Maybe some washi at the bottom will really help. Okay, I think I'm gonna do this is actually anchors with gold, but you can barely see the anchors. It's just been rubbing off. So there's not a lot of this left, but we're just gonna put it down here, I think. Layer it under here. This box over here is plain, but I think I will probably use a lot of it. I'm just going to tie it in a little by putting it with some of these. I probably would have liked if it was under them, but that's okay. Instead of on top. I don't know. Overall, I like it. So, oh, I know it's boxy, but I like it well enough. Okay, so I think we're done. I might look for a 2025 sticker. I don't think I'll find one that will be that big and cover that, but what I did with my last one was just kind of put it over here by September so that I kind of like that, because then I remember that this is a 2020 planner. Maybe we just do it with these. So I'm gonna call that it. And I like it. I like it. It's not as cute as the other ones that I've done this week, I think. But I just think it's boxy. It doesn't have quotes or deco stickers. And it has like this diagonal, but I did break it up a little with some craziness. But yeah, I think it's pretty enough. The stickers are pretty. So let's get this back in the planner. Okay, so this is the fourth planner that we have decorated the monthly, no, third planner we've decorated the monthly on. It is my work planner for September in a big Happy Planner dashboard. This planner is gorgeous. I wish they still made them like this, but they don't. But I do still have them, and again, that's why I couldn't get rid of them. I just could not let go. But this is what it looks like decorated, and actually I really do think it's pretty. So yeah, so that is the third monthly that we have decorated. We still have my wellness planner and my project planner coming up. So let me just put this back on in case I forget what I'm going to be doing here, and then actually this one back on too. Look how fun that one was. Okay, yeah, they're just completely different, but I do think this is like more get to business, beautiful one. And my main. So stay tuned, and we will be decorating the monthly for my wellness planner, which is the 2019 planner. So cute. And then we'll be decorating for my project planner, which is a 2020 planner. All very colorful. And then we'll start getting into the weeklies and decorate all of that. But that is it for this video. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamara with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamara with a Plan. In this video, we're continuing with getting our monthlies set up for my September planner. And so far we have set up my main planner monthly, which I did sneak in a couple of these Wrong Summer Girls. The book is so small, so I didn't want to leave just a couple summer stickers in there, so I grabbed them in. I know they kind of throw it off. Originally it was just the cacti, but I still think it's really cute. I always love Wrong. So this is my main planner, which is just gonna have like birth dates and like events, appointments and stuff like that. This monthly is my budget planner, and I'm just gonna put, as the sticky says, daily spend. If I spend that day, I'm gonna write it on here and maybe make a note of what it is, so that I can then come into my budget planner and subtract it from my main budget. This will also be my meal planner on top, and then these will just be like lined ledger. And then my work planner we finished. On this monthly, I'm going to be putting what videos go live on these days. If you know about YouTube videos, that you upload them first, but you can schedule them. So this will be when they're actually scheduled to go live and you gals get to see them. So now we are flipping to my next planner, which is my wellness planner. And look how adorable this is. This is going to make it like so easy to be a wellness planner because it's so pretty. This is the currently, and I'm going to use this for the month of September, not like after September has passed. And I wanted to get, these are Mojo Jojo Plan's orange boxes, but she has one that's pretty red in here. And I want the squares, yeah, these. And then I might do, let me see what's in here. This is her red box set. Maybe this one, these two is what I'm thinking, to kind of go with the apple and the balloon colors. And we're just going to cover up the months up here. We might have to white something out, so let's see. I actually have my sticker guide right here, so we'll get it on and then kind of see if it's going to cover everything. It actually covers too much. It covers the apples, so I guess I could just cover all of it, right? I wanted to leave September and October because it's just really cute. Maybe we try this other one. I don't think this one will work though. This other size. Let's look, you never know. And it's this one. I think I do like that better, so let's put the square back. Because again, I just think this is a cute font that the September and October are written on. So this goes back. And then I'll keep these out actually for the monthly as well. I might need a couple boxes. Okay, so we're saying this bottom line needs to be whited out. I honestly could white out all of the lines because the Mojo Jojo Plans boxes are see-through. The only boxes that I've experienced, maybe you guys have had different ones, that are not see-through are the Wrong stickers. Her boxes are not see-through, but so you can see the numbers, but and that's crooked. But once I write on it, it's, you know, it's not going to be noticeable. I'm going to do it from this side. If I was doing more than this, I would have popped the pages out, but I'm just doing this real quickly. Yeah. I mean, I love, those are the perfect size boxes. I know they're a little crooked. Well, September is again. We're going to do one more time with it. Okay, it's good enough. So that's all we're doing for this page. And then we just white out this little 2 for Labor Day, and we can put a 1. Very, very low maintenance on this. And it's so adorable. Like, I couldn't even decorate it this cute. And the leaves, the balloon, the apples, the scarf. How adorable. All right, but we are going to get the monthly decorated. So that's what we're going to pull out today. This is a seasonal planner from 2018-2019. And I am so happy that I still have it because look how cute it is. They just don't make them like this anymore. So I went through some of my sticker books to try to find any apples because I thought it already has an apple theme, and then you can see on the weekly you have this really cute like apple washi look on the bottom. So I wanted to, you know, work with the apples. The only book I found is this old Wrong Autumn Charm. This is not her new release. I mean, she might have some in her new release, but like we have this gal with an apple, but we have her twice. We don't have a different one. And then we have like a couple apple stickers. So we're just gonna get what we can. And I think what I'm gonna do is stick it on my sticker guide, all the ones that have apples. So let's take a moment for that. So we might repeat like the gals. I don't usually like doing that, but for this case, I think it's fine. We'll wait on those. And there actually are boxes that will match in here. So we might do these instead of the Mojo Jojo Plans. Oh, here she is again. Can we have her on 3 times? I think we can. Okay, so we have a decent start. I grabbed a little too much like I always do or often do. I wanted to do the apple theme, but again, it's all the same gal, but it's okay. Sometimes Wrong will do the same gal, but like different color shirt, but not in this case. This is like exactly the same gal, but she is pretty cute. All right, actually, before we get too far into this, so kind of at all, let's white out and get the new dates on. What's super great about this year is that this will still be Labor Day with this cute decoration. So I love that. Patriot Day is off, but that's okay. Okay, so you might hear some of my husband's noise in the background. Or my noise right here. That's just life here. Okay. This is it. Okay, so what I've been doing the last couple times is just cutting the bottom and cutting the numbers I need. That way I have them out and I don't have to keep flipping into the book. And now we will just get these on. All right, so that is all ready. I love how dark those numbers are. They're so easy to see. Very similar to the ones that were already on the page. So these are my favorite numbers to date with because of how dark they are. Now, about redating, I know like redating the month and then redating the days can be a little tedious. I do have to redate both of these, but what I was thinking, I've been watching when I was doing the Laurel Denise planners, I was watching a lot of Laurel Denise videos. Again, my husband's stuff is in the background, is a little loud. But I was watching a lot of the videos and a lot of gals use kits, and for all the kits they do decorative redate and then they do decorative date the actual day stickers. So they're doing that same thing, and you know, it's just what they do. So I'm like, okay, I just have to think of it like that. This is just what I do. I redate. I decorative date and I redate. Okay, so we're gonna get her on. I mean, she's like the feature of this month. Now, for this monthly, I'm going to be writing my workouts and my self-care. So like stretching or, you know, really motion self-care, I think. So I think we get them. I think we just start putting her on. I like the classic stickers for a big happy planner because you can still see the dates. Sometimes you might want to cover that, but I like still being able to see the dates. Now there are some teacher sticker books that have apples, but they're all very teacher specific, like sayings and stuff on them. Let me show you, like, you know, this is like teachers plant seeds. It's also kind of the wrong color. So I'm at least glad I found some. If not, you know, I would have done something else, obviously, because I would have had to. Okay, so I think she will be fun on this green box. So point is, I do have room to write still. This one I could use some of this box, but I want to leave room to write on every day just in case, to help motivate myself. Good thing I don't, you know, look at my planner first because I might make an excuse like, oh, I don't have room anyway to write it. So I'll just not work out that day. Not that I would do that. Okay, so I'm gonna put her here and just white this out. I guess. So she's gonna have to go with one of these. Let's put it down here because this is like the end of the month. I think that could be good to just have like a note. And I think we can do just a fun box cluster. It's fun. Why not? I am going to run out of stickers for this, maybe. It's just gonna, I think it's gonna look a little plain, is what I'm trying to say. But it's okay. It's okay, it's okay. Everything must have apples. There must be apples everywhere. I'll put this one down here to leave me more room on the 25th, just in case. Another bushel, where can you go? Let's get the books on and then we'll kind of decide. I do kind of like my stickers together. I think we'll grab another box. And maybe do a book with the box up here, and then, I don't know. Let's switch these. Now, you can see the 2019 on this page is super cute. It is not going to be able to be fixed. I've tried and I've used this planner for a few months, and earlier in the year, I think like four or more months, and you cannot make this look cute into a 2025. It just did not work. I want a little more space here. So I'm going to leave it because it's cute, and then it just reminds me that I'm using a 2019 planner, and I'm going to put like 2025 over here. All right, so one more box for my little books here, and I think we'll do them like, I don't know, maybe up here? Yeah, I like that. So what color though? Maybe we do a green box over here though too. We'll do this plaid one to match this. Maybe just on top, like kind of straight. That's fine. I don't really like it. I think the box is slightly crooked too, but we'll go in and find another prop. But let's get a green box over here. Maybe we'll do that with a book. Green box, green box. Okay, so something for up here, and I think this is slightly crooked. I mean, I tried to put it on the line. The other thing about Wrong boxes, they have really good sticky, so it's great for them staying put, but if you're moving them, you might have a little bit of trouble. All right, so we're doing books and apples, so let's find something in here that kind of looks like, we can maybe add coffee in. And maybe we can maybe give her a friend that's not, you know, just her twin. So I'm just gonna grab 2 more girls out here. And get them on, so. Ugh, I'm gonna move the box again, gals. Okay, I do think I made that harder than it needed to be because of the apple theme. Why do I do these things to myself? So I have 3 washies here that I'm going to kind of layer. Let's do. This is a really good spot for it. I don't know if it's gonna fit. I might move the pies up. I might move the pie. No, we need something there, but these are apples, but they just look really small compared to what's already going on in the spread. That's cute. So let's move the pies for now. We'll just move them up. There's still room to write. And we'll do the same thing here. So I thought I was filming, so I was talking to myself, but I did add some washi on the top here and kind of in the opposite. So it, you know, the apples are both on the inside. And then I just thought this was a little plain, so I added a little washi onto the numbers that, you know, looked just with the red line, was already really cute. So I almost didn't do it. I kind of liked it better plain, but it did look a little like boring over here compared to everything else. But I love having the Wrong stickers on here for my wellness planner because they are my favorite stickers. So it's perfect to have it for wellness. I do want to get a 2025 and I don't know if we're really going to have a color that's going to work from Mojojojo Plans Dated Pastel. But let's see what we do have. Then we can decide. I mean, like this one almost kind of could work. So I'm just gonna put it up here. That way, I know this is still a 2019 planner and it looks so cute, that design. And then I still have 2025 to know that I'm using it in 2025. And I am really sad I'm gonna have to redate those numbers because they're really, really cute. But that's what happens when you use an old planner sometimes. You can line up the months, I'm sure you guys know that. But then you won't have the September. You'd have to white this out for whatever month you are going to use. Like, say this month lined up with a March. I could use this month in March. Your decorations would be apples for March. And then, like I said, you'd have to white out the September and put March there. So I did do that in, I think, June. No, maybe actually in March or April. I did that with this calendar. I whited it out, put the new month, and I regretted it because it lost a lot of the cute details. I still think the decorations were fine for that month, but yeah, it just was a little off and it looked pretty messy. So this looks so cute. I love it. And I love that it's purple here, even though everything else is very fall looking. So fun. This is ready to go. And I'll put my workout and my self-care all in here. So I'm wondering, should I do the holidays. I know I have Labor Day here, so should I go ahead and do Patriots Day? I think I will. And to do that, I'm going to use the Mojo Jojo Plan stickers, but she doesn't have Patriot Day in here. She has like a lot of other holidays, but not Patriot Day, so let's go back to the back here. St. Patrick's Day is green, and I'm going to make it into Patriot Day. Dia de la Muertes is in here. Mardi Gras is in here, but no Patriot Day. And yeah, I think that's such a shame. So I have St. Patrick with the C, and then I'm cutting out the T, or I have Patrick with the C, cutting out the T from the Saint. And then I'm going to fill in the C to look like an O, and then we're going to have Patriot Day. And we don't do St. Patrick's Day. We don't do a lot of holidays. The reason Patriot Day is one that I think about is my husband and I were both in the military, you know, on 9/11. And my husband now works with first responders. And it's an important holiday to all of military and first responders. It's an important Remembrance Day. So, and for the green, I don't have a lot of great colors, but I'm just gonna fill it in here to make that an O, and I know that stands out a little. Let's see if I do this one on top, if it'll, I probably should have just done that one, but yeah, Patriot Day now from St. Patrick's Day. Labor Day, Patriot Day, and then I will do a birthday from here. This one says my birthday, which it actually is my birthday, but it's also my middle son's birthday. And once you have a baby on your birthday, it's kind of their birthday from then on. So we have like a orangey, it matches the date, my birthday and his birthday. So I'll do my birthday and then his birthday down here. Okay, so that is just all like the maintenance, and you don't have to do that on your wellness planner, but that does have to do with my son's birthday, and my birthday have to do with my wellness. Patriot Day, I already explained. Labor Day, it just has that cute decoration that was already on there, so that is ready to go. I think it looks a little plain over here, but not enough to add something else, unless we just move this maybe. Yeah, I like that well enough. And that's because there's no dates here. This is the last day. So it gets a lot of stickers. Okay, I really like it. Let's get it back in the planner. So it was a little bit of a hard decision to go back to Happy Planner, even though I really do love Happy Planner, especially my old ones that I have. I don't know about the new ones as much. So it was kind of a hard decision, but one thing I'm obviously loving the decorations, I'm loving the color on the pages, but the other thing I'm loving is it's all in one book. And with my Laurel Denise planners, I could have put them all in one book. I was clipping out the pages and putting them all on the same coil, but because I wanted to use some of the other layouts, then they can't all go in one book for that. But that was my choice. So I could have been carrying around one planner. I ended up carrying around 3. Now I'm back to 1, but if you see my previous videos, you know I got really sick of having several planners, even though all I have to do is flip around. For some reason, it was just really bothering me. So I know that seems kind of silly now, but I actually am fine with it because in the Laurel Denise I did flip around, but also one of the things that was really bothering me about Happy Planner before I switched to Laurel Denise was I never knew what to do with the monthly. But when you have a Laurel Denise planner, because the monthly is right here on the side next to you, you use it for stuff. Now this is my main planner. I don't use it for as much, and that will be the same with my main planner here in Happy Planner. But for work, I use it for every day when I'm uploading a video. I use it for my project planner to show what I did, and my journaling planner I was using a thought. I'm not having a journaling planner for September, but my wellness planner, which I showed earlier, I wrote the exercises and the different things that I did for self-care. So the point is I got really used to using the monthly because it's right there it's fun to see, but then you when it's right there, you start using it because you have room. So here I was tracking my spending for groceries in my little budget planner. So that's one thing I love about Laurel Denise planners, and it's actually helped me figure out what to do with my Happy Planner monthlies. So that is such a relief. That was one of the things that bothered me so much about having a couple planners or having any Happy Planner. I never used the monthly, and I thought it was like such a waste. I am also using the currently pages now as, let's look at this. You also have these back pages in the Laurel Denise planner. It's like monthly lists and stuff. So I started using those as well. So now what I put on there, I'm going to be putting onto my currently page. So for my wellness, she has these pages blank that don't have the weekly, that are for pre-planning or monthly planning. So those were filled out here in the wellness. So now I know what to do with my wellness currently page. And they were actually filled out in all of my regular planners here. This is my main planner. I have daily cleaning, monthly cleaning, weekly cleaning. In my work planner, I have subscriber tracking, goals, and video ideas. So the point is, I now know what I'm going to use this for. It's not going to just sit there, and I know what I'm going to use the monthly for. Okay, all that to say, I'm really happy to be back in Happy Planner though, because I'm carrying one around, but I'm so grateful for my time in Laurel Denise, even though it was short, and I will eventually go back to her when my Happy Planners are gone. That is the plan right now. Her planners help me figure out what to do with these extra pages, and I'm super grateful for that, and I think it's going to be a really great planning month. And I split back up to 5 planners. That's what I actually have 8 right now with Laurel Denise. So 5 is going to be fine, and flipping around, I'm going to do paper clips and different things like that. It's actually going to be fine. I'm pretty excited about it. Plus, I mean, how beautiful are these planners? But we're talking about this planner, this wellness planner monthly, which is decorated now and ready to go. We will do the monthly of our project planner in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we are decorating the monthly for my September project planner. So the project planner, how I'm using it right now in my Laurel Denise planner, which is August, we will be switching to this in September, is I'm writing basically my projects on this like dashboard page, and then each day I'm writing what I accomplished. So for the Happy Planner switch up, I'm still going to write my daily tasks completed on my monthly. So I was saying in my last video, I do love that I use Laurel Denise because the monthly's right there, so you figure out what to do with it. And now I can use that in my any other planner that I use. I can figure out what I want to use the monthly for because I've already been using it in my Laurel Denise for 2 months now. So then here would be like my monthly dashboard where I'm putting what projects I want to do. I have habit trackers here, 4 of them, and I think that will be enough to get me started for the month. And then I have all these daily tasks in the monthly. So this is all going to be for room number 1, room number 2, room number 3. If I get to a room number 4, this is going to be tasks for that. And then I have notes pages back here. This is a Happy Planner monthly layout where I can do sketches or add extra notes of things that I want to get done. So this is a 2020 planner. And what I've been doing on all of these planners is I want to use this page over here, which is usually like the currently page, to really do some pre-plan. I do want to have some important dates down because that's going to explain why maybe not as much got done as I wanted to. And then we're going to decorate the monthly. But for right now, we do need to cover these boxes. We don't need any of these because we are doing September. And so I think I'm going to go for blue boxes, and I think we'll go for like, It's a little bright, huh? Maybe we'll just do these muted ones. And I'll see if the whole square can like cover it. Yeah, I think this color will stand out the least as not fitting in. So I'm gonna grab 3 of these boxes. We might have to use a little white out, which is gonna look weird in that shaded area, but it's going to be fine. So just because I'm barely covering this, I'm not gonna pop these pages out, but I will be popping the monthly out. So I'm just gonna try to line this up nicely. Okay, and you can see through that. Boxes are see-through. You can decide if you want to white it out or not if you're doing something like this. I'm just going to be writing on top, so I don't think it's going to be super noticeable once my sloppy handwriting gets in there. All right, so those boxes cover perfectly. Thank you. So now down here, that could be a lot of whiting out, or I could just grab another box. So I think I'm going to do that like this size. Those boxes on top look a little crooked, so I might try to straighten. At least December looks pretty bad. So I'm just gonna put this box here. I know it kind of looks out of place. Okay, we'll do it a little higher because I don't want it to cover the notes. I think that's cute. So maybe we'll just make it look like it belongs over here. And then we can use the line as well to line it up. Yeah, still a little crooked. Lines and dot grid are super helpful, but you know, sometimes, especially for me, everything still gets a little crooked. Okay, that's good enough. And this is a pretty plain, but it's colorful currently page. So I still like it. We might add decorations later when we're filling it out. Now this divider does not match the tone of the month at all, but I really liked it. It was a December divider, so I popped it in for September. I mean, it's just really pretty. And let's pull out the monthly. Whoops, that's the wrong side. That's the right side. Okay, so for this monthly, we are going to have to completely redate, which is fine. And it's for December, so none of the holidays are going to be for September. There's no Hanukkah or Christmas in September. And now I'm just going to take out the numbers. My favorite dates to use when redating is this Happy Planner memory keeping book. They still have this book. It just has a different cover now. Like they kept the name. I think they kept the name Happy, probably not memory keeping, but Happy Planner Dates and Holidays, probably what it says. It might say memory keeping. Anyway, so they have these on their website. You may also be able to find them like at Michael's. I got a little close there. All I did was cut that out. That's what I've been doing with all of these monthlies. I'm cutting out the little strip, then I don't have to keep flipping into the book. So it's a little helpful. Okay, so those numbers are done, and I love these numbers because they're just so easy to see. They're my favorite numbers to date the month with. Some of the other number books, the numbers are like thinner or just not as bold, lighter colors, lighter print, so these are my favorite. I will use them until they're gone. So now we have all of that done. we're gonna have to cover up December and we're gonna have to cover up September. So I think I wanted to do that with, let's see, I think pastel date it if we have the right colors, which we might. And it's like, I just passed them. I like the font of the December, but the 2020 is really plain. So, I mean, I don't feel bad about covering that up. It's not like some of the other planners. 2025 O. That's pretty funny. So I think we're going to put a sticker there instead of whiting it out. Whiteout just looks really messy, especially on the shaded areas. Now for September, I think if we cut it apart, we're going to be really close to having it look decent. We're going to see. So if we put it on some washi, it could really work. So for the washi, you know, like a washi swab, what if we do maybe just this kind of plant leaf one. So we're going to lift up September for a moment. Do like 2 layers of washi here to cover up this December. Maybe we just pull it across too. I'm thinking this may not have been the best washi, but I like to do washi later, but that's okay. We need it now. And we'll leave it there, and maybe we'll put like a little sticker there. So I guess we're going 2 on top. No, just a little further, I think. I don't want to do it fully. Just to cover that. So it looks okay. And then we'll go ahead and get the other washi up here. And I think we'll put the 2025 on top. And actually we'll just do a double layer there too for the 2025. Because then it kind of looks a little coordinating like it was meant to be. So when you are redating, these are all things you kind of have to think about, and they're not big deals, honestly. We have like a lot of things right now as planner girls that can help, you know, hide some of the old dates. Okay, we have a little line there, and instead of like moving the washi around, I think I'm just gonna fill it in with like gray and kind of hide it. Yeah. All right, yeah, I like that so far. I guess we'll do the washi on the bottom, but yeah, we'll just do it. Sometimes I have to move stickers to put the washi on, and then I get like irritated with myself. Like, why didn't I leave room for the washi? Okay, really, so far so good. So we'll get this put away. So this is the Grounded Magic sticker book. And we're just gonna start decorating. I think we're going to stay with these blue and purple tone florals. So I think we have enough of them. This sticker book is so pretty too. Now I know these stickers are not going to exactly match the tone of the planner so far. I try not to worry about that too much as long as it kind of coordinates. But you can see the washi also is going to throw it off a little. And I think we could do this up here. A lot of beautiful flowers in here. Okay, so we'll get some of these, and then I want to get some boxes if we have them. If not, we're going to have to grab from, I think, Mojo Jojo plans maybe purple, maybe blue. I don't know if there's anything that's going to quite match. Well, like we have this box, this will work. It does bring in yellow, but it's okay. All right. Oh, did I miss a sticker? Oh no. Yeah, that's supposed to be, okay, so hold on here. I missed, when you miss a sticker, you can mess up like a couple of the days, which is what I just did, so it's okay. So I had to move some things over real quickly. You guys probably saw that when I was doing it, but when you're doing it, you're so focused and like honestly just trying to get it done so you can decorate. So, okay, now we're back to it. I have some things out. Okay, I think the yellow is going to kind of throw it off. So I'm just going to cover her like that. And maybe we'll do some black because I think that'll make it pretty. That's probably too colorful. I think I'm gonna add some gold in and maybe some stars. So yeah, that's what we'll do. That should be close to getting us our full spread. I think this guy can work. It has mostly the purple and then just some of the, like a cream color. fun so far. So now we're just gonna decide, do we want gold or do we want some of these stars throughout? So I don't know. So we'll do like, or both, you know, we could do both. That's pretty. I think we need a fill in, but yeah, I like that. These are layering pieces as in you probably, I probably should have put them down first, but that's okay. I know these are kind of hard to see, but I'll hold it up when we're all done and we'll see what we think of them. I actually am really liking it. So let's get the gold quotes on here. I do think we go with some gold quotes. This is in the good. I'm guessing I cut something off of it, but it adds the color. So we can just say the good, right? Breathe in all the possibilities that today holds. Let your soul and spirit fly. That is actually really big. So I'm gonna cut it in half. Let your soul, and then let's move this one. And we'll just finish the quote down here. Let your soul and spirit fly. And this is believe in the possibility today holds. So 2 gold, 2 gold. And we'll see if anything else matches. Okay, we have a couple birthday stickers. So I think that will work. And then maybe we just do a couple busy days because they're cute. Busy day. Busy day. Look on the bright sides because they match the tone. Look on the bright side. Let's cook it. I'm gonna switch these two. A look on the bright side here. And a busy day here. Yeah, I think we're really close. I think we're going to do Wonderful Weekend over here where it's kind of plain. And because, you know, Sunday is part of the weekend. I'm just going to do an appointment on Labor Day and write what it is in. And then I think I'll do an appointment also on Patriot Day, which is pretty busy already actually. If I think it needs we'll leave that off and we'll write Patriot Day in there. Now if I need to add more things, we'll put like appointment down here just for the color. If I need to add something else there, I can put a post-it on top. And I do think we should use some of this gold washi. We do have these 2 little to-dos, but I don't think we're gonna need them. And then I think we're done. So these are all pretty small strips. So let me just grab a few of them. I think they're probably like 2 classic boxes sized across. Oops. And this could just be fun as that double layer washi that I've been liking to do lately. you tend to forget how much room a Big Happy Planner actually has when you're using something else. That's cute. All right, I want some gold on this. This looks pretty plain. The Weekend. So we'll add those extra pieces, and I do think we're gonna do some on the bottom here too. Why not? Because we have them. Well, I think this is actually super pretty. What do you guys think? Okay, and that is ready to go back into the planner. Super pretty. So the only thing I want to do is add in, you know, because my theme is kind of apples, obviously not in this planner, but the cover is apples, the folder has apples, and then my wellness planner, you know, has apples, 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 and then apples along the bottom. So I thought I'd pop in some extra paper because I do like to have extra paper in here, and I am going to pop in the apple paper. So I have September and October in here, It does actually seem like this might get a little thick. So I'm not going to change it to the big discs, but I mean, I might take the paper out if I need to. I think I will just have the paper back behind this little tab. Okay, so yeah, that's already looking thick, and all we have are like the monthlies decorated. So maybe I should have waited on October. But this is a beautiful spread that we decorated today. I really love it. I love the black star lights. I love the star and moon gouache. So pretty. Okay, so the next thing we will be doing is going into the weeklies and getting them set up for September. We have a little bit of time. We're working a little ahead, which is nice. Again, this monthly is going to be used as a daily what I got done list. So I know, like, especially like this space, maybe this space, I'll have to use a post-it on here to show what I did, or write it small, which I can do, or put a box on here. So we'll see how that goes and works out. If I need more space, like on the 3rd as well, I could write down here. So I do have a lot of room still, but I think it's pretty. And I'm just so relieved that I know what I'm going to use the monthly for, or even that I'm just going to be using the monthly. Makes me really happy that I'm not wasting pages in my planner and they're not just sitting there. All right, so stay tuned for the weekly decorations, 5 per week, because there are 5 planners per week that I'm using. And I was doing, you know, 9 videos a week. So 5 videos per week, I mean, that works out better. Probably some fill in those videos too, but I do plan the night ahead. I don't plan the whole week unless there's something that I know is happening, and then I'll just make a note of it. So yeah, we'll fill in as we go. All right, thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with the Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with the Plan. So in between my last video of setting up the monthly, which was this beautiful monthly layout from Happy Planner, I did pop 2 more planners into this big Franken planner, which was on the setup video, even though that clip was just a couple days later. So this one is an old Happy Planner 2020 horizontal with some color in there. So that's going to be my journaling planner, and we are going to decorate the monthly for it today. So what we've been doing with these currently pages in every planner is just putting boxes over the old monthlies up here, and then just basically leaving them for, some of them didn't need it, but basically leaving them for cute pre-planned pages. So that's what we're going to do with this, and then we will pull out the monthly and get that taken care of. For this one, I think we will do dark blue boxes. Let's see what's in our Jewel Tone Mojo Jojo Plans big boxes. If we have a couple of fun colors, I definitely like this one, and this green could be good. Let me save this spot here. But I think we could do this dark green too. Yeah, so those are the ones we'll use. We'll just kind of put it in an order that's going to work. Maybe like 1 over. So we have the dark blue, this kind of blue-green, and then just 1 deep green. Oh, we have, oh, those are the same. Yeah. And then this green. The Jewel Tone boxes are my favorite. I really, really like them. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do, oops, they got kind of cut on there. Let's do like 1 back. So this is a green box, so we're gonna put this one here to cover September. Now the reason I'm not gonna keep the month, because sometimes I could put the box down here like this, is just that this is a journaling planner, so I don't need to pre-plan anything. You can't really pre-plan your thoughts. So we move that back, so we'll move the dark back to over here to the green. I know that's kind of confusing. And then what I love is these planners already have a lot of pretty color in them, so I don't really need to decorate this page. I I could come in and put a couple stickers, but I like how it looks like that. So we'll see if that changes. I can always add stickers. If I just have a ton of time where I just want to come and add decoration, I can do that. But right now, let's pull out the monthly. And let's get to decorating. So because this is the journaling planner, I thought it would be really fun to use these Wrong stickers. These are old Happy Planner Wrong stickers, and it's called Going Places, and we just have a lot of fun, you know, stickers in here that I think will be cute for journaling. Also because they're my favorite stickers, Wrong stickers. All right, what I need to do is white out all the days and redate. So I'm pretty much gonna fast forward that process because it's time consuming. We'll get that done real quickly. So for the dates, I like to use this Happy Planner Memory Keeping Dates and Holidays book. This book with a different front cover is still on the Happy Planner website. At least it was the last I checked, which was a few months ago. But they still are making it just in a different cover. So I think you'll be able to find it. And I've just been cutting the section out that I need, just the last row. We'll have to do this one more time. I like these numbers because the print is so dark that they're very easy to see. I don't like light numbers on my monthlies. Well, really on anything. So now we're gonna just get these put on. Okay, now that that's done, we can just get some of the cute decorations on. So for my journal planner, even though I do have one right now for August, I haven't really figured out what I'm putting on my monthly yet. So I don't really have something necessarily that I know that I'm gonna put on here. So I think I'm just gonna grab some cute stickers that I like. So, whoops. Let's not rip them. I was considering doing some mood tracking, but I don't know, that might be more like wellness. So we'll see. These older stickers from Wrong, you can like layer the gal. So look, she looks like she's in Paris onto the sticker. I mean, isn't that fun? So I'm gonna do a couple of those. I've never done that with this sticker book, so I think it's gonna be fun to do. So it looks like a little snapshot. That's pretty cute. All right. Meet me at the Eiffel Tower. Life is full of little pleasures. So this whole little page is Paris themed. So since I started it, I think I'm gonna finish with it, even though these gals aren't Paris themed. This one's crooked. And I think we'll put her in front of the shop. Those are super cute. Okay, what else can we do? I think I'm just gonna pop some of these circles around. Just for some decoration. Focused and Fabulous. Enjoy the Moment. Focus on Happy. So I think I'm gonna grab out some washi and see what we have that will look cute. I kind of like this one because it's bright and colorful. And we might do a layered washi look. I think it's cute enough. It's definitely bright and cheerful. And I think I'm going to use at least 2 in the middle. Of this spread as well. Okay, I know that is like wildly colorful and doesn't really go together, but I like it. And then I think I want to add this Find Your Joy as the second layer on the bottom only. Should I do it up here too? I know, I feel like I'm getting a little carried away, but I do not know what I just did. That is crazy and bright. I don't know, but I don't hate it. It's just this one's a little plain, but that's okay. I don't know, it's fun. They're not all winners, but like I always say, they just have to be cute enough, and I definitely think it's cute enough. The pink just went away with it, right? But overall, I think it's pretty cute. Let me just cut this a little so it's not going into her hat. Yeah, I like it well enough. So we're gonna put it back into the planner. I mean, it makes me laugh a little, but it also kind of makes me smile because that is some stinking colorfulness, right? Okay, let's get it back in the planner. I had a feeling like this kind of thing would happen where I've done, this is my 6th one now, that I might just have a flop or so. A flop or two. I'm not saying I won't have a flop again, but this one, it's actually colorful and cute, so I do like it. It just doesn't have rhyme or reason, and you know what? That's okay. All right, well that is it for this video. So this is the monthly for my journaling planner. And in the future videos, we're gonna come through and do all of the weeks, which we will start back here with my main planner because it's the one I need done first. Oops, that's not it. My main planner monthly. It ended a little busy too because I did add these wrong stickers, but they are so cute. And they were the last ones in this mini book that I had. Oh, this one here. So it had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stickers left. So I didn't want those to just be wasted until next year. So I popped them in here and I just wanted to use them. But before that, it was just cacti, you know, cacti, which was pretty cute. But anyway, why am I talking about that? We're gonna be doing the weekly next, but not next because we have one more monthly to do. But even though this started out super green, now it looks super pink. So that was kind of a fun takeover, pink takeover. And in our next video, we will be doing the monthly for my Bible planner coming up next. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper of the Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello everyone, thanks for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. In this video, we're going to be decorating the monthly for my Bible planner, which is my 7th planner in here. If you haven't been watching my videos, I have 7 planners freaking planned in here. We'll flip through them real quickly. The monthlies are done on all of them. And then we will be getting to the weeklies, but this is an hourly Happy Planner big that I'm going to be using as my main planner. And then we're going to jump to a vertical lined Happy Planner big that I'm going to be using for meal planning up here and budget down here. I mean, these are aspirational anyway. This is my work planner and it's a big dashboard planner. All these planners are outdated, so I'm redating them. This is my wellness planner. I mean, this is so cute. And it has these really pretty decoration at the bottom. This is going to be set up in another video. This is my project planner because I have a lot of projects around the house that I'm going to be working on, and it's a monthly layout. This is my one that I just finished that's very busy. The pink like just took me over, and this is my journaling planner, which is a big Happy Planner horizontal. And the last is a big Happy Planner vertical, undated, from 2018. So you can see how colorful it is. And it's nice because I don't have to update this page, which in all the previous ones, or a lot of the previous ones, I had to at least cover up an outdated monthly peek ahead. So now we are ready for this planner vertical layout, but we're going to be doing the monthly first. So let's grab these pages out. When I'm redating a monthly, I really do like to use the Happy Planner Memory Keeping Dates and Holidays book. This book is still available in a different cover. There may be a couple different pages on the Happy Planner website. And so what I've been doing is I've just been coming in here and cutting off the bottom set of the dates just to have them out so I don't have to keep flipping back into the book. And dating for September. So this is my September lineup. And I will start getting everything on here. We're going to speed through this because it's just kind of a long process. Okay, and then we have a September in here. I think I want to go with this green. And then we'll do 2025 with these clear stickers. So here's 25. Okay, so that part is done. Let's get to the decorating, which is going to be this Happy Planner Flowers book. I'm sure they have something like this on the Happy Planner website now. I just don't know if they have this exact one. But what I was thinking are these 2 pages back here because they kind of match. Are these the ones I was thinking? I'm pretty sure. They kind of match the tone. There's a lot of different colors in here. These ones could probably go to, I think these are a little closer. Now for the Bible planner, I just want to add florals. I don't want to do the fashion gals. That's just my preference. It's just to get cute florals on here. But I think we could put a really big one down here. And if we add this yellow, we can get some of the other colors in here. Even though it's not already on the page, it can still look really cute. So let's take this one kind of like this. Now our trick is if you feed these florals from here into what's already on the page, it can help it look like it's together, like meant to be like that. Just kind of mixes it in well. So I like that. Okay, I want to do another big one, I think, in one of these corners. So what are we thinking? Maybe we could just stick to this page. We might be able to get away with only one page. We'll see. So what I'm going to write in these boxes is just the verses that I read for the day. So I can actually have a lot of room. I'm going to have this one coming out. I love how there's already color here so that it can just help accent whatever I'm going to do. Super fun. Let's cut this one already. I didn't notice that that covered up Tuesday, so I don't really like that. So we're gonna move some things around. So we have all this floral border. I'm not sure what we're gonna do in the middle, so we'll have to figure some stuff out. We might have to go into the second page, I think. Whoops, that rips. so that page is gone. So we did have a yellow flower over here, which is nice. I do think we're gonna have to have some in the middle. Some color. So maybe just a couple more flowers. Oh, this one's pretty. Okay, so this style of flower is over here. Don't really have it over here, but I already have this. So what if I switch these two? Even though I just pieced that one back together. We'll just do it again on the other side. So we just kind of hang that one there. Look pretty. Something maybe a little on top there will cover for this corner, but I think we have the corners decently covered, which I do like to do. I don't always do it, but I do like to do it. This may be a little plain too, but let's see if we just bring this over a little more. So for that, oh, this one's really pretty. Look at this cheerful thing. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna have to cut it off, and then I guess we'll put the rest on the other side of September. Okay. I'll cut this little flower for some pink up at the top here. Like here. A little. And maybe down here a little. So I have a tiny bit of room for washi on the bottom, but not really for washi at the top. And then let me just check my flowers again, make sure there's nothing else I want to put on here. I mean, we could totally put more flowers on here. I think it's really pretty though. Okay. I have a lot of stickers, so I don't know why I hold back sometimes. Let's do a thinner color and just something that complements the flowers. So, is there anything like that? I have been using this like crazy. I think I want the black stripes though in this one, which I have also been using like crazy. When it's gone, and I'm gonna be sad. So I will just put a little in between here and in between here. That's cute. And then what if we just do a couple in the middle? Just kind of randomly, I know. I just like the way it looks. I don't know why. I mean, I know it's not like the greatest look. I like that it separates the box a little for more space, or like different spaces. But then I also like how it ties in the bottom. I don't know. It's just something I've always kind of done with washi. Okay, and then, do we need one on top? No, I don't think so. I don't think it would fit really. All right, so that's it. I know this is kind of simple and it's definitely not over stickered, but I do think it's pretty cute. So the florals, I mean, how can you go wrong? And it kind of tied in the florals that were already on the page, which was really fun. But these are just so pretty. This book is beautiful. An old Happy Planner sticker book, they may have something like it, but any floral book, you can kind of do something like this with anyway. All right. Okay, we will get this back into the planner and then just check back because we will have all the first week of September decorations to do. And there are 7 in here. Now, I'm probably going to start out pretty strong decorating every planner every week on camera with a plan with me. And then hopefully filling some of them out so you guys can see how I'm using them. But I don't know if that's going to be every week forever, but there will at least be 4 videos or more on the channel per week. A lot of plan with me's, and then hopefully at least 1 fill in per week. So check back for the decorating of the future. Oh, and you know what? We need a September here. So what do we have? Do we have them in here? Oh, we do, somewhere. I may have taken the other ones out, but I'm just gonna do a clear one here. It says September. And I wish I had 2 on the back. Maybe we just use pink, or we could use anything. Yeah, we'll use pink because look how cute it's going to be with the decorations. Okay, and that is also from that Happy Planner book. It looks like it took some out, so I don't know where those are. I might have used them already a long time ago because that's from, yeah, 2018, 2017. Okay. So yeah, I think it's super fun. I like the stripes. I like the washi. Even if it doesn't make sense. I think it's fun. All right, so we'll go into all of the weeklies coming up soon, all set up before September. So stay tuned to the channel because I'm going to be crunching it out and getting everything ready. Thanks so much for joining me today on Tamper with a Plan. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.